for our event. My name is Steve Edward, and I'm one of the band directors here at Miamisburg High School. Please welcome the Miamisburg High School Jazz Band. We're going to get started with a fun, up-tempo funk chart entitled Get After It. the very beginning of the piece, it featured Natalie back there on the piano. Round of applause for her. She brought her own part. And also featured Isaiah on the guitar. Round of applause for her. All right, up next is a pretty straightforward, kind of standard rock and roll type song entitled Grooved Pavement. saxophone. Ariana on the trombone. And Shayla on the trumpet. Real quick, as we go through the night, I want to introduce the band to you, so you got to have an idea of what we're going. So we're going to start, I want to introduce our rhythm section to you, and you've already met some of them. Over on the drums, we've got CJ and Islam. We can have a round of applause for that. And we got Natalie back on the piano. We got Isaiah on the guitar. We already heard from him. And holding it all together, we got Cal back on the bass. All right, up next is a little bit more of a traditional jazz tune by the legendary saxophonist Joe Henderson. Modernized a little bit. This is called Mamacita. Once again, that featured Rachel on the alto saxophone. Also featured Sarah on the clarinets. And our roving guitar player, Mr. Isaiah over here. Cool, we're going to introduce to you, we already met a few of our saxophone section. On alto, we've got Declan, and again, we got Rachel, so a round of applause for them. And we've got Eric and Sarah on the tenor saxophone, and occasionally clarinets. And then we got Maisie over here on with the church section. All right, up next we're going to take it back to 1974. This is the biggest hit by the Average White Band, which you probably know. This is called Pick Up the Pieces. And that featured Eric on the tenor saxophone. And also Islam on the drums over there. All right, up next I want to introduce our trombone section, everybody. We'll start with that. So we've got Ariana, we've got Addie, we've got Aaron, we've got Terrence, we've got Emily, and we've got Peter. So round of applause for Aaron. And we're going to feature our trombone section, especially our lead, Ariana, on this next one. This is our Slow and Pretty song. This is a very, very famous jazz standard, one of the most famous jazz ballads ever written. It was written and made famous by the legendary singer Billie Holiday. This is God Bless the Child. our trumpet section from Vancouver. So we have Shayla, we've got Hunter, we've got Max, we've got Simon, we got Leo, we've got Micah, and we've got Gavin. A round of applause for our trumpet section. Thank you everybody again for being here tonight. Thank you for the support of the Miamisburg Band program. We really appreciate it more than you could ever possibly know. So again, we'll be back next year, so please make sure you tell your friends and bring a crowd. We're going to end with one that if you haven't known any tonight, we're pretty sure you'll know this one. Again, back to the 1970s, a little Earth, Wind, and Fire for you. Even though it's a nice March day out here, we're going to end with a little September. Thank you again for coming out tonight. All right, thank you very much. Again, we really appreciate all of your support, and we'll see you back at our next performance in a couple weeks. Thank you.